Hello, this will be a video on how to do some very basic video editing. So first thing you'll need that we suggest is this free software that you can download from squared5.com. The software is called MPEG Streamclip. It works for either Mac or for Windows, so you will need to download the appropriate version. They also have some other software they suggest you download as well, like VLC, Media Player, and perhaps some drivers. So once you download all of that, you can open up a video file that you've recorded. It will look something like this. This will be your editing window. You can play the video. It will include, since this is the raw video, you're probably walking to the video at the very beginning, to the board, and at the very end you'll notice you finish up your talk and then you're walking away from the board back to stop the video. So you'll want to get rid of both of those. So up here at the top there is a select in, which you can shortcut on the keyboard with I, and select out, which you can select with the keyboard shortcut O. So what you want to do is you want to find a start position for your video. So where do you want your video to start? So let's say you'll start around here. We'll push I to select the input, the start of your video. You'll notice the bar here will highlight gray. That's the part that's selected. Find the output where you want your video to end. So we'll scroll somewhere around here. We'll hit the space bar to play. Oh, we've gone too far. We're already leaving. All right, stress tensor. Video ends, so we'll hit O. Select the output. You'll notice here this is now gone white, meaning that only the gray is selected. Once we've selected our input and output, we can come up to edit and say trim. This will get rid of or remove the beginning and the end that was not selected. So now when we come to the very beginning and we say start, it will begin where we chose and it will end where we selected. So stress tensor, period, done. Now, once we've done this, just to make things quicker, I'm going to select a very short video. I'm going to make this just a couple seconds. And I'm going to say trim. All right, so now the total video is very short. Right, so that was the entire video. Once you have finished trimming your video, you will then want to go to export. I choose MPEG 4 to keep it in the same format. We recorded this in 1920 by 1080 unscaled. I think that's the default. We want to deselect this scaling because ours was not, it was a progressive movie. Usually select the quality somewhere around 80%. The larger you go, the larger the file size. Below 70, you can start to notice a difference. It's not hugely noticeable, but if you blow it up really big, it will become noticeable. So once you select this, the rest of the settings I usually do not mess with. You can select Make MP4. Let's give this a name. Choose where you want this. Let's put this on the desktop. And depending on your computer speed, this may or may not take a long time. This also depends on this file size. If this is a very long file, this process could take many minutes. So because I only selected this to be an 8-second clip, we're good to go. You can also select Save As up here, Save As, and then you will overwrite the original file, just like if you were editing a document and you said Save As. Okay, so here is our final edited video, test 2. Open it. You'll notice here's the final format. It is all of 3 seconds long, so that was the entire thing. We had edited the beginning and the end to trim off what we didn't want. And this should be the basics on how to take in a raw video, trim off the parts that you don't want, and get it ready to upload onto either your web page, YouTube, or some other course page for your use.